It's Monday. You know what that means. I'm going to set your TV screens, cellular devices, and streaming devices to the Flex Zone Podcast, the only place giving you your sports how you want to when you need it. Episode 449. Keeping it divine. Another Monday. Got a sad story to report as a former Raven. He's no longer here. There was some controversy in Pennsylvania with the certain Republican nominee for president as the Republican National Convention gets started. Training camp is underway. We're going to talk all about it and what we're looking forward to seeing from certain teams around the NFL. The WNBA is heating up. Caitlin Clark has the fever on fire and Angel Reese is 3 comes to an end. Jalen Brunson takes less to help out the Knicks. How much? That and so much more. We got a big time video game release today and the cover athlete for the new NBA 2K25. The Flex Zone Podcast. Make sure you super hit that subscribe button, like it on that like button, like drop that episode 449 coming to you right after this.
In the noisy confusion of life, keep peace with your soul. With all its sham, drudgery, and broken dreams.
More packed in here than the Republican National Convention up there at Pfizer Forum, home of the Milwaukee Bucks and the Greek Freak. Up there in the good place of Milwaukee, the Flex Zone Podcast. Yes, we see red because we are on go yet again for episode 449. The only place, fellas, giving you sports how you want it.
When you need it.
Yes, right. Episode 449. Fine and divine. We got a lot to talk about. Controversy, NBA, WNBA, NFL, and all the current events in the world that is going on. And unfortunately, some sad news as well. But let's get to some housekeeping. The flexzone1@gmail.com if you want to be a guest, part of the show, or any part of what we do here in general on the podcast. The Flex Zone 1 on Twitter, Instagram, and on Facebook. And of course, the Flex Zone Podcast on TikTok. You can donate via Cash App, the Flex Zone 1. And as always, get the super chats in. We'll read your comments, questions, concerns live on air. And you can engage with us, jump to the front of the line, and we'll get you in here and get your thoughts out as always. Episode 449. It's not about us because it is only 3 of us today. And we're running a 3-man read as our good brother Drizzy Dre is about 24 hours from his birthday, less than 24 hours in his birthday, actually about 2 hours from his birthday. So he'll be celebrating. So big shout out once more to Dre. But we're running a 3-man weave. And Cravante ball don't hit the what?
Don't hit the floor. Don't hit the ground.
Well, let's get to it. Batting leadoff. He's not at the Republican National Convention. I don't know if he likes the vice presidential pick. It just made me goofy all around. They almost took out his mans yesterday. He's still hanging on. He got to watch movies today, but it's all good because the one and only social media producer is here. Big Raj off of a great another weekend.
No bread, no water, just me.
Finish him, Daddy.
That's one big son of a bitch!
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Big Raj is back in the building. A lot of things went on this weekend. A lot of things went on. I'm pretty sure we'll cover most of it, but very eventful, very sad, and very goofy, as Cravante would say. But we'll get into it.
This next man is the captain of the goofy ship. He is the Commandalorian. He is the voice of reason. He is Cravante, baby. Cravante, how you feeling on this Monday? I was debating if we should still do it because I know Dre is not here, but we can't forget those Commanders. The pants are back, Cravante. The pants are back. The pants are back, Cavante. The burgundy pants.
Jam. Oh, jam. Stupid. Just stupid.
I agree.
Well, now
I
that's
agree.
goofy.
I agree. All of the above. Raj held it down as best he could. I appreciate it. Appreciate your efforts, brother. God damn
If I
it.
had dreads, I would be like,
Oh yeah. So also Dre's talking about he said he's sporting a new hairstyle. Is that
His
that's
hair
coming?
looks the exact same. He was just put a picture up yesterday.
yeah, he's not supporting any new hairstyle. He's just being goofy.
Fair enough. That's how we know him. That's how we love him. But yeah, like Rod said, it's a lot of goofiness. This past weekend has been a whirlwind roller coaster of emotions, just so very much. And as Rod said, we'll get into most of it, if not all of it. But any Monday, I would not want to be anywhere else in the world right now than with my guys talking this BS right now.
Well, we have to unfortunately start with some sad news, some somber news in the world of professional sports and locally here with the Baltimore Ravens, with the former Raven, as unfortunately on yesterday morning, we got the sad news that former Houston Texan and Baltimore Raven, Jacoby Jones, unfortunately passes away at the age of 40. And 9 seasons in the NFL with the Houston Texans, Baltimore Ravens, San Diego Chargers at the time, and Pittsburgh Steelers. He had 203 catches for 2,733 yards and 14 touchdowns, 127 punt returns, 13.5 yards per attempt, 4 touchdowns, 183 kickoff returns, and 5 touchdowns. In 2017, he did sign that one-day contract so he could retire a member of the Ravens as well. He was last recognized by the Ravens this past season before the AFC divisional game against Texans. That was in January. Played for the Ravens in 2012 to 2014, and that 2012 season was memorable. We remember the Mile High Miracle, the playoff game against Denver, catching a Hail Mary. He was an All-Pro and Pro Bowler as a punt returner and kick returner in 2012 as well. He caught a 70-yard bomb, as I mentioned, with 31 seconds remaining. And in the Super Bowl, he became the first player to score a receiving touchdown and return a kickoff in the same Super Bowl as well. Cravante, I'm going to start with you. Jacoby Jones. You think about just the energy he brought, the personality that he had, just some of his most memorable moments. Mike Tomlin out there trying to trip him one night, I think, on the Thanksgiving.
Iconic.
Just the dances, just the overall plays he made on that 2012 run.
Raj, look, Raj. Oh my God. That was so crazy. My God, Jacoby Jones was so electric. Absolutely electric. That's something you need. He's somebody you need on the field and in the locker room because his personality was similar to that of a Shannon Sharp. Jokester, loves playing, loves keeping it light, but he get busy on the football field. And when you have a guy like that on your special teams before your offense goes onto the field, it just gets everybody revved up and pumped up and ready to go, man. And he did a lot of good things with the Ravens, especially that Super Bowl year, the very, very memorable 2012 season with the Mile High Miracle, and he still holds the record for all-purpose yards in a Super Bowl because he did catch he had a receiving touchdown and he had, I think, 108-yard kick return for a touchdown. But you could tell he had a personality that just lit up a room. And he also coached for our alma mater, and Raj at Morgan State University. He was the tight ends coach, if I'm not mistaken. So his way of giving back, working with the HBCU, So we absolutely love that, and it's in the hometown. So you couldn't help whether you were with him or against him. You had to love what he brought to the table and to the team and to the organization. And it's absolutely tragic that it's weird because it's like a lot of like people in healthy industries and athletes are just dying like out of nowhere. And it's like it's very, very tragic because Jacoby Jones was, so what, let you one of the fastest players in the league at the time. And I don't know what the state of his health at 39, 40, but just I hate to think that he was in that terrible of health that he had to pass on at 40. But I guess when it's your time, it's your time. But he was a very, very big personality, and everybody loved him. Everybody loved him. Now, you probably didn't like playing against him as a special teamer, but he was all that. Look. I could tell he was a blast in the locker room, yo. He was crazy. He is absolutely crazy. And these are great memories, man. But absolutely tragic. As a football, here go Raj, here go Raj. Oh man, so yeah, it's great football player, all time great special teamer, and great personality. And
remember that snow game, y'all? That was a great game.
Yes,
I remember
purple
that.
versus purple.
Yes.
Yeah, man.
And he also did coach at Calvert Hall, also locally as well. I wanted to mention that as well.
Got you.
Rod, you want to go ahead and get in there?
Very, very much local guy, man.
Yeah, man. It's a tragic loss for the Baltimore Ravens fans and Houston Texans fans. And I think he played for Steelers as well.
Steelers, Chargers.
Yeah, Steelers and Chargers. I mean, he was such an energetic guy, man. The last interview that I watched him, I know he was on the draft show with Bobby and Sarah back in April. I'd seen bits and pieces of it, but I didn't get a good glimpse of exactly what he was talking about. But the actual last interview I watched him on was the 410 Sports Talk podcast. And they were reliving some of these moments that we're watching right now, the Super Bowl run with Joe and Ray and, Torrey Smith and, the Mile High Miracle that you see right in front of you. And his thoughts on his career. And, man, he was one of those guys that loved every bit of what he was doing in the moment. Very energetic dude. Always positive, always smiling from what his teammates said and from what he was talking about. He was just one of those guys that, you put on a squad, and he's going to do his thing and he's going to give it his all. He's going to give back as well. He's going to help the teammates around him. And I wish I could have met him because he definitely can light up a room. For sure, especially wherever he was at, he lit up a room. When I saw him on the field at a stadium practice, they were like, Jacoby Jones is here. You see him on the field dancing. Or when they gave him the honorary captain of one of the Ravens games last year, when him and his son came out, it was cool to see, man. He was, doing the Ray Lewis dance with his son and smiling and, living life and, doing his thing. But like Ravante said, he was giving back, give back to Morgan State and a couple other schools that he was coaching as well. It's just a real sad loss, man. It really is, man. And like Miss Queen said, life is short. Live it to the best. Live it like it's your last, because you never know what might happen. But yeah, this is tough, man. I mean, football season's right around the corner. The rookies reported yesterday, and just for that news, man, it was bad enough that that a lot of celebrities were passing away, but when D hit us up with that text message, like, oh, I think Jacoby might be one of those, celebrities. I was like, Jacoby Jones. I mean, I didn't believe it at first. I was like, I don't think he's gone. I think it was a hoax. But sure enough, as usual, it wasn't. And it just sucks that he's gone from the earth at the age of 40. So young, so much more to give. And I'm pretty sure his family is mourning right now. His teammates that play with him are mourning. We got a lot of people, saying great things about him. I seen I seen Jacoby, no, I seen Jimmy Smith and Ray Rice talk great about him today on the vote and reliving some of the memories that they had with him. And yeah, man, it's just tough, man. It really is. I mean, and it's like it seems like every year we're losing a different Raven. Because I remember last year we lost Tony Saragusa, and I think we lost, what was it, Jalen Ferguson too, the sack daddy. Didn't we lose him as
Yes,
well?
yes, yes.
So yeah, man, it just seems like every year we were losing a different Raven, and it's just a mysterious way. So I don't know what's going on, but I don't like it. And prayers to his family, prayers to the Ravens organization, and Texans organization, Chargers and Steelers. They love this brother, man, and it's just sad that he's gone too early.
Yes, we're going to do a quick moment of silence for Jacoby here on the Flex Zone podcast. Moment of silence. Jacoby Jones gone at age 40. May he rest in peace. He will be remembered. I'm sure they'll probably do something this season to honor him. We'll have more details as we get more information. And like Rod said, it's not how I wanted to start my Sunday yesterday. Like you said, hoping it wasn't real, hoping it was a dream. And as mentioned, seemed to be in good health and seemed to be peak physical condition. But as mentioned, never know what's your time. But let's try to get to some more goofiness that did happen this past weekend, as we had Rogers' number one guy, Donald Trump, was shot in the air, apparently, at a rally in Pennsylvania, not too far up the road. And they were shooting, Raj. I mean, what the hell happened on Sunday, man? This was on Sunday too, right? This happened on Sunday too, right? Yeah, Sunday evening.
Yeah, well, was it Sunday? No, it was
Oh,
Saturday.
was it Saturday? It was Saturday.
Saturday.
It was
It was
okay, it was
Saturday.
Saturday.
But let me just say this, man. Let me just say this. Pardon my language, though. Let me say this. Let me just say this flat out. Pardon the language. People are fucking stupid, bro. People are fucking stupid, man. Like, and I had no business laughing at a lot of the stuff that I saw on social media. But bro, it was funny as hell, man. I mean, you had a bunch of people saying it was fake. Then they had the WWE where he was like, well, The Rock, maybe he gave him a blade and he bladed himself when he hit the ground, so he come up bleeding like that. I'm like, bro, come on, man. Like, have we, as a country, how far have we fallen, man? Seriously. I mean, when you see somebody get shot at and we're making jokes and saying it's fake, it's ridiculous. It's ridiculous, man. And then, you got people like Amanda Seals, saying what she said, and it's just ridiculous, bro. It really is, man. But I will say this. For one, prayers to the family that lost a loved one at that rally. Nothing was funny about that. He did get killed at the Trump event on Saturday. Prayers to Donald Trump. I mean, because had he not moved his head, we would be talking about something totally different right now. I mean, the country would probably be in mass chaos at this point, especially with half of everybody loving Trump and half of everybody hating Trump. I mean, we already know what that ends up in being, So I just thought that everything was completely goofy. I'm glad that Trump did not get killed.
I ain't gonna lie, Raj. This is kind of funny though. It's like he's returning from injury for WWE, walking down the ramp, man. This is tonight.
Yeah, I mean, yes, I mean they have the RNC tonight, so
yes, he's returning.
That's why he's
returned.
there. He returned. His family's there. People cheering him. I mean, after he got shot, he hit the. I know you're gonna show the picture. He had the hand raised like he was the Rock. I mean, it was something to see, man. It really was, bro. I mean, like I don't think we ever in our lifetime we have never seen a president get shot at. I mean, now my parents' lifetime, of course, JFK.
There he go lying again. There he go lying again. There he go lying again.
They saying that. Who's lying, Cavante? What are you talking about? Who's lying?
You've seen several presidents get shot. What are we talking about?
No, I'm talking about shot at like in our lifetime.
No, you was there. You was there, JFK. You was there. Yeah, we weren't there. You was there.
I was not alive. Stop. Don't be telling these people lies on the stream. Telling them people lies. I was not there. But like I said before, man, it is sad that people thought this was a hoax. I mean, clearly we could see the bullet in the still image going past him. You seen an idiot on the roof who had the sniper. I just don't get it, man. I don't understand this country sometimes, man. Granted, yes, Trump says a lot of stupid stuff. He does. But that doesn't mean you go out there and you just straight try to blow his head off. That doesn't correlate. I mean, come on. But all in all, it is extremely goofy. It should be a part of Goofies of the week, especially the idiot that shot at him. But all in all, it was a tragic situation because nobody deserved to lose their life at a Trump event. It's ridiculous at that point in return. So, although, like I said before, social media, people on social media are hilarious. It's still a ridiculous thing that happened that had no business happening. But the funniest thing about this part is, even though he did get hit, he got grazed in the ear. Everybody's saying that's probably going to help him win the election. Because it's like, okay, you got grazed in the air, you came up, you stood up strong, chant, fight. Like it was a damn USC or Alabama game or whatever, a college football game. And hey, people gonna love it, man. People gonna love on it. So he gained a lot of support on Saturday. He's gonna continue to keep gaining support. I don't see nothing slowing up for him. And the way this country is going right now, it is pretty much going straight to Trump's hands at this point. It's like they're giving him the election. They're like, you know what? We don't want to win. Us Democrats don't want to win. We want to destroy this country. So Trump, go and have it. Take it, brother. Take it. So all in all, we'll see what Trump says as RNC press conference later on this week. We'll see what he talks about. We'll see the kind of speech that he gives, because I heard that he had to rewrite the whole thing. He was going to talk about Biden, but I don't think he's going to talk about him at all now. He's just going to try to unite the country, maybe talk about the idiot that tried to kill him and some other things. But yeah, man, it was a surreal moment. I thought it was like the Jacoby Jones. I thought this was fake when D put it in the chat. Oh yeah, somebody tried to shoot him. I'm like, shoot Trump? Like, you serious? But sure enough, they did. So yeah, man, those are my thoughts. We'll see what else happens from this, but it was disgusting though, all in all.
Devontae, you got something? I know you got some more probably for Goofies later, but
see, and this hold on, before you go. This is the ignorance I'm talking about. Miss Queen, I like you. You cool with it. You cool, but come on, man. Really, how did you miss? Stop it. Stop with the nonsense. Stop it. Go ahead, Brunson.
Everybody's entitled to their thoughts and opinions,
True.
despite how how I feel like, for lack of a better word, feelings. They're entitled to all of those things, despite how, you know, I don't know, like lack of better words. I do not believe nothing that the government or the politicians show us. I question everything. I question the validity of everything, because this said, with like Raj, you said it. You said this country is gone. It's gone to where it's at right now. Trash is we're in the landfill. We're in the landfill at this point,
bro. I'm gonna go get McDonald's. I haven't had McDonald's about 10 years. I got a cheeseburger value meal for like $10. 2 cheeseburgers and a medium fry for $10. $10, bro.
No bread, no water, just meat.
Just meat. $10.
It's bad. It's real bad. It's real bad.
Well, now that's goofy.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. But I question everything, because I think this is a joke. I think this is all a big play. Everybody's entertainment. Everybody's in the business of entertainment now, and I absolutely hate it, because we can't take anything seriously anymore. And you know, black people can't take nothing serious anyway. But everything is entertainment. Even when 45 was in office, it was entertainment. Like every day, it's like, hey, wake up. What Trump said now, or what did he done now? Like, that's what it is. I feel like everything, politics, from politics to sports, it's all entertainment. And I'm not gonna say I'm with the people, but I can see a route or case where this could be staged, because Trump is one of those guys who will do anything, and I do mean anything, to get back in power. It was bad enough getting him out of power once he had it. He will do anything. And it's just some factors around this whole thing that was just goofy. Oh, Amber Rose, because that's what we need to hear from.
Hey, man,
Oh my
anything
gosh,
is possible.
Amber Rose.
Anything is possible.
What do you have to say, Amber Rose? Because we need you right now.
And that's when it hit me.
Get out of here.
This is where I belong.
Oh, that's where you belong. That's where you belong.
So is she the new Stacey Dash? Is that what you're trying to tell
Yes,
us?
she's the new
I
token.
think so.
Okay.
Look at Trump. Look at Trump with those lusting eyes. He feels better all of a sudden.
What is that on her forehead, man? What is that?
She has, I think, her kids' names on her forehead. I think that's what it is.
That's amazing.
Speaking of goofy.
Great decision. Great decision.
Of goofy.
I think that's.
I mean, we love the kids, but come on.
That's a great decision, and she belongs in the right party.
Stupid. Just stupid.
And the Republicans are the ones that like the guns. I'm just saying. This is very ironic that, apparently the 20-year-old, which is basically a kid, was a Republican. I think this is so weird. I think all of this is so weird. How do you get how trash and Raj, we already talked about how poor the state of the country is. How does he get so close? How? There's snipers there. We know how Secret Service get down for presidents and former presidents. We know how they get down. He was about 100. They say about 150 yards away. Ain't nobody see him. Ain't nobody see nothing. Like, this is mad weird. And it's not like he's a veteran. You know what I'm saying? Not like he has years of experience being a sniper. He's 20.
He was born in 2004.
He's born in 2004. He was born in 04. I'm supposed to believe that this 20-year-old has all these years of experience and has access to this firearm and is able to get this close to a former president, let alone Trump, and set up a shot. This is too much. This is too much. It's too many question marks around this. Now, it would have been terrible to see him assassinated on live television. It would have been terrible. Like JFK being gunned down on television, terrible. Abraham Lincoln was gunned down in public. You know what I'm saying? These are all terrible tragedies. And I'm sure at all the times, Raj was a part of one of them. I'm sure it was a bad time. It was a crazy time for the country because that's crazy. And JFK's was real bad. Like real bad. It was on television. Like his wife was next to him. It was crazy. But it would have been bad. And I'm not sure, again, the state that we are in, I don't think the country, I don't know if we could have survived that. I'm not sure we could have survived that. Wow, Queen, what is that? Nah, love, that's not it. that's not it. I'm just saying it would have been unfortunate, very unfortunate, with all the deaths going on, and Donald J. Trump being one of them would have been wild. And it probably would have started another civil war. And
yes,
I don't know. We're not in the state, and granted, we're not ready for nothing that's coming. I'm being fair and honest. But that would have been bad. That would have been really, really bad. But it was a lot of weird movements. Folks pull out their phones. Secret Service has a delayed reaction. I don't know. I question that. I am questioning it a whole lot. And that is a very false statement, Miss Queen.
No, that's fair. That's fair. That's oh my God. What is up with these damn pictures? No, that's a fair statement. You should question everything. I mean, me and Byron, we will watch truth videos all the time, questioning different things in society and in life, and
sure,
you know, the different deities and things that people do on the side. But other than that, yes, you should question everything you see on television, everything you hear in the news, especially everything you hear in the news, and everything that that just doesn't seem right. It seems a little weird, but all I know is this, man. A person died at this event. Several other people got injured. That is facts. That's a fact.
Absolutely. No, that happened. That happened.
Yes, and he did get his ear blown off. Well, not blown off, but grazed. So a lot this happened, but like I said before, it's extremely goofy. Had no business happening, but as it seems like every 4 years we're getting something that doesn't supposed to happen that happens. So I mean, you had the George Floyd thing 4 years ago. That wasn't supposed to happen. Then you had the Freddie Gray thing in 2016. That wasn't supposed to happen. It seems like every time there's a presidential election at this point in period in time is something goofy's happening. So this just happened to be one of those times where something extremely goofy happened. But yeah, man, the country, we're not ready for whatever's going to come our way. We're right now we seem to be in a even though it doesn't feel like a recession, it kind of is a recession. So yeah, man. We'll see what happens in November. I think we all know what's going to happen. We all know what's going to happen in November. So yeah, just look forward to that day because there's going to be a lot more goofiness and a lot of people crying, and I don't know. Leave the world behind. If you've seen the movie, don't be surprised. That's all I'm going to say.
The only thing good coming out is that we get a day off. That's the only That's the
Yes,
only
and
good thing that's coming out of this.
I'm glad my 2 trips that are coming up are before the election. Because after that election, I don't know what the hell's going to happen.
All right, so you gotta be careful. You got to be careful traveling and all that. Like, and also and I'll get more into a Goofy of the Week, but even his reaction didn't seem real. You know what I'm saying? But I'll leave it there.
We will leave it there. Sound off in the comment section. Do you think it was staged? How do you feel about it? Are you rallying behind Trump now? Is this going to give him the sympathy vote? How does it play
Rallying
out?
behind Trump sounds crazy.
They're rallying behind him tonight.
He had it already. He didn't even need this, honestly. If it
and
was,
that's the craziest thing. That's the craziest thing. Biden, you miles ahead of Biden. You ain't need this. You ain't had to go to this length, which is crazy, but he ain't need this.
Since the debate happened, nobody wants Biden back in the office. No one. They're like even his pretty much. I ain't gonna say all the Democrats, but like most of the Democrats do not want him back. They're like, bro, pick somebody else quickly. And he's being defiant. He's saying, no, I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that. So it is what it is. He don't want to step down. We see where he's going at, where he's leading to right now. But as far as being cognitive and not in the right headspace and being an older man, yeah, man. It's just inevitable at this point. It's like Thanos. It's just inevitable. Just snap your finger and he's gonna be president again. So yeah.
Oh, God,
a convicted felon as president of the free world.
Come on now, free world, ain't that something?
That's fine. That's fine. You don't got to do it. Everybody else will.
Hollywood couldn't write a better script.
Yes.
You see.
Yeah. Let's get to it, man. Some better news as we started off a little low with these first 2 stories. Let's raise the vibrations up. Training camp is here, and that's right. Preseason football is less than a month away, ladies and gentlemen. That's right. Football season is upon us, and as of today, the first game is on September 5th with the Baltimore Ravens taking on the Kansas City Chiefs. So football's almost back. So we do love that it's quickly approaching. That long offseason doesn't seem as long. Raj, the rookies for the Ravens, and QB1, 2-time reigning MVP Lamar Jackson, and quarterbacks reported today. The rest of the team will be reporting the rest of this week, and they'll get started on Sunday. How you feeling with training camp beginning?
Hey, man, I'm be honest with you, I'm kind of mad, because I'm not mad because it's beginning or that the veterans report next week, but I'm mad that we don't get an actual stadium practice this year, man. How you not gonna have a stadium practice? You have one almost every year, but this year you just decide to. Oh no, we're not. Yes. Boo them for that.
Boo this man.
Boo this man. Boo this team. But anyway, I am happy that football is right around the corner. I am happy that they're back in the practice facility. Love to see Lamar Jackson, get up there and get there early. Is a wonderful thing. Plenty to look forward to this upcoming season. Can't wait to see what the Ravens do before the season starts. They're looking for another safety. Jamal Adams got picked up by was it the Titans? So they had him in a facility, I think a couple months ago. They didn't sign him. And there's another safety that's out there. That's still out there. That might be an option for the Ravens. I think Mr. Simmons. So if they can, finagle their way and they give him a nice Raven-like price to come here for a year, that would be fantastic. But you know how Eric DeCosta does. He likes to play it close. Play it close to the week 1 or whatever, week 2 maybe, before he makes that move. So. The Ravens got a lot of things going for them. I'm pretty sure they're gonna have a tribute to Jacoby Jones. Probably the first preseason game, and I'm pretty sure the first regular season game as well. In week 2 when they play the Raiders. But yeah, man, there's a lot of goofiness came over the summer, with the media and some guys going after Lamar and saying that he's not this, not that. Lamar has a lot to prove, as always. It just seems like it's never enough. Even though he wins MVPs, he breaks records, and he beats the Joe Burrows and the Josh Allens of the world. I mean, everybody's lost to Patrick Mahomes at this point, so it's like he's the clear-cut number one guy. So we're not even going to speculate or debate that. But yeah, man, it's just another year, man, and there's a lot of question marks as always too. About half of this team is kind of brand new. A lot of new pieces and a lot of new parts. We'll see what the new defensive coordinator does. Zach Orr, we'll see what he does when he takes over. Yeah, man, I'm very hyped about it. I can't wait, for that first preseason game to come. I know everybody's waiting for week 1. I'm waiting for the first preseason game. And be honest with you, I'm waiting for Madden. I'm waiting for Madden 25 to drop as well. You know what I'm saying? I'm a Madden guy. The college football game dropped today. I played a little bit of it. It's pretty cool. We'll get into it a little bit later, but yeah, man. Usually when Madden drops, that's when for sure football is like super right around the corner. So I can't wait for that first preseason game. Hell, I might even go to the first preseason game. I don't even know if tickets.
It's gonna cost like $5, man.
Yeah, they like $5 to $10. You might see your boy up there. You know what I'm saying? Seeing some free season football.
Right next to the stadium, right in front of it.
Yeah, ball right next to the stadium for free. But yeah, man. It's right around the corner. I can't wait. Rookies reported, veterans report the 20th. It's a beautiful, beautiful day, man. Football is really almost here. And like any other Ravens fan, it is much needed. It is definitely much needed.
Cravante, baby, we want to get your thoughts on training camp, but it was announced about a week ago that the Washington Commanders are bringing back the burgundy pants. They're bringing it back.
Commanders, fight for RTC. Who are we? The Commanders.
Cravante, they're bringing them back. The gold pants.
I don't know. I don't care, yo. I do not care. I don't care. Until that product gets better on the field, I could care less how they look, bringing back the gold pants and all this and that, trying to bring back, I understand the thought process, trying to bring back the old school, the alumni, and all that good stuff, because they're welcome back now since Daniel Snyder's not, at the helm anymore. So it's welcoming for like, the Dale Greens and all those good people, London Fletcher. It's great for them to come back because they're very familiar with these uniforms. Alfred Morris, oh man, good time.
That was a good year, Cravante. Good year for you, man.
Great year. Great year for y'all too.
Yes,
but I mean, I'm not big WC. Big WC. I mean, if we gotta, this is definitely giving dog days. Dog days.
Hey man, I'm working.
You know what I'm saying? We talk about pants. We talk about pants, man. We talk about pants. But things are still. I feel like things are still progressing with the Commanders. I'm really looking forward to see what the defense looks like. But the offense, we all know, rookie quarterback, new OC. I think it's gonna take some time for them to get on the ball. Excuse me, but let's go defense. Hopefully they look good in these gold pants that they're supposedly bringing back.
Any other things you're looking forward to? I mean, and both of you can chime in. Anything around the NFL? I know we got the in your division, the Cowboys, are they going to pay Dak? Are they going to pay Michael Parsons? Are they going to pay CD Lamb? He could hold out. Raj, is there anything we should be looking forward to? Any battles in training camp? Quarterback battles, position battles, rookies? Feel free to hop in, guys. Anything we're looking forward to, because we're going to be ramping up soon, previewing these divisions.
Of course, man. We gotta be looking forward to Russell Wilson and Justin Fields. I mean, that's going to be a quarterback battle. That's not. Come on now, you're not going to just hand it to Russell. I mean, he's going to have to take it, because if Justin Fields has a fantastic preseason or fantastic practices leading into week 1, I'm giving it to Justin Fields straight off the bat if Russell Wilson ain't on par. So let's not get it twisted. Also, definitely want to see what Caleb Williams looks like, man. I mean, granted, he's going to be the starter week 1, of course, but you still want to see how he looks. You still want him to get some preseason games in, at least a quarter or two, how he actually, acclimates to the team, especially since he's going to be, playing with all new weapons. That's another thing I'm looking forward to seeing. Also, Michael Penix. I mean, he's probably not going to be starting, of course, but I do want to see how this brother looks in preseason. I want to see how he's going to, acclimate to the team. He's going to get up. He should get a lot of playing time, since he's not the starter. So I want to see how he looks as well. I mean, there's plenty of other scenarios around the league as well, but those are my top 3. I that's what I want to see, and that's why I'm a big advocate, for preseason, just to see the rookies and see, what's going to, happen. Oh, Trenton Simpson, of course, Trenton Simpson, baby. I definitely he better be playing a lot in preseason, at least the first couple games, especially since he's the number 2 guy over, next to Roquan. Definitely want to see the jump that he made or makes, because I already know that he put a lot of work in over the summer. He's the next up in line, and yeah, man, it's always like some scenario, some type of thing going on in the NFL that you have to pay attention to. And those are some of my things that I'm definitely going to be paying attention to before the start of week 1.
Anything, Devontae?
Dallas, man. I'm looking at Dallas right now, man. They are in shambles, and I love it. Absolutely love it. When you look at the how a team is structured financially, as far as like paying the players, you really only can pay top dollar to about 4 people, and the 4 people are typically, if it's balanced, 2 guys on defense, 2 guys on offense, and one of the guys on offense has to be the quarterback. And defense typically, pass rusher, and maybe a DB of some sort, DB cornerback. Dak Prescott at this point has to be paid. Has to, absolutely has to. But I think CD Lamb is throwing the wrench in this whole thing. Pulling Ezekiel Elliott, who's now back on the Cowboys. He's pulling Ezekiel Elliott. Nah, I want my money now. Damn, what else is going on? I want my money now. And Michael Parsons, hey, before he's been in league, going on 4 years? Time to pay him. He's going to be the highest paid defender when it's time for, his money to come trickling around. So it looks like that those will be the 4 guys. They got Trayvon Diggs. He signed a big contract before he got hurt. We got Michael Parsons. We got CeeDee Lamb. We got Dak Prescott. But you know what that means? I ain't say no offensive lineman. Zach Martin is on the wrong side of 30. They did get my guy Tyler Guyton, Byron. And I actually I hated that. But that means the rest of the team is going to suffer, because no CeeDee Lamb doesn't look like any offense. But if you pay CeeDee Lamb, where the money going to come from to pay Dak? I love it, because either way they go, I'm going to like it. I am going to like it. let's see. I think Roger's right with the Steelers. I do think Russell Wilson will get the first crack at it, but I do think we're going to see Fields sooner rather than later. I haven't heard much in Chicago camp. I haven't heard much. I don't know if it's a good thing or a bad thing. Because we know who the starter is going to be, and we see his weapons. You know, he's pretty stacked for a rookie quarterback. He's pretty stacked. So, but I haven't heard anything. Again, don't know if that's a good or bad thing. Also, same division, Green Bay. Green Bay seemed like they've hit 3 in a row thus far when it comes to quarterbacks, and I'm interested to see one because the Packers haven't paid Love yet, have they?
No.
I think after this year. Yeah.
Got one more year left.
Oh boy. If he has a good year, he's gonna break the bank. And then it'll be like Green Bay is batting 1,000 with quarterbacks, which is absolutely crazy. But I'm interested to see Jordan Love and the Green Bay Packers, how they play this year, especially in that division, because now, dare I say it, the Lions are the top dogs in the North, which is crazy. But Jordan Love and the Packers are formidable, so that's gonna be good to see.
Yes, we will be breaking down these previews. And this year, we're going to keep track of who we pick and look back at it at the end of the year and see where we were right and more than likely where we were wrong with picking these division winners. But the NFC North is going to be very, very intriguing. A lot of storylines there. One of the divisions I'm really looking forward to talk about when we get to it as well. And of course, the AFC North as always. And like Cavante said, those Cowboys, I may be picking a certain team that he likes to finish second in that division, but we'll see what happens as the weeks and months come. Hopefully, guys can stay healthy. That's all I want to see. I don't want to see no major injuries. I don't want to see anybody getting hurt of note. I want everybody to be healthy. Like on Madden Ride, when you turn the injuries off, that's what I want. Okay, nobody getting hurt. Everybody at full strength, as much as possible as we can get there as well. All right, let's get to the ladies. Let's go to some round ball because we saw Angel Reese's double streak ended this past week at 13 games, and Caitlin Clark and the Fever are balling out, actually playing very, very well. Cravante, Caitlin Clark seems to be figuring it out. Angel Reese, she wasn't going to get double-doubles forever, right?
I mean, eventually, that was bound to happen. She's gonna have an off game of some sort, but still very much commendable record that is now hers. That she even stretched out a little further. These are the two candidates for Rookie of the Year, and I think that's pretty much this is it. It's going to be down to these two. I think we said at some point, Caitlin Clark is going to figure it out because she's a shooter. So once she find a groove, true shooters, we all know, we all see it. Once they get their groove, it's pretty much a wrap. I think she's finally getting the chemistry down with her team, and it's showing with them piling up, victories here and there. And hopefully that means the locker room, which I thought was pretty shaky in the early part of the season because of, when she was getting knocked down and pretty much beat up, nobody was really coming to her defense. But it seems like they look like a more cohesive unit, and they're playing some good basketball right now. And again, once you get the shooting down, I mean, which she already has, I think things will slowly fall into place. So I think pretty much when it comes down to Rookie of the Year, I think pretty much whoever finishes with a better record, pretty much at this point. And again, Angel Reese streak wasn't gonna last forever. she owns the record right now, and as a big man in the league, she's finding her niche. She's dominant. She rebounds well. She plays really good defense. As soon as she just got to work with somebody with her footwork and get into her spots on offense and find a way to put the ball in the hoop. Once she finds that, she's going to be, I mean, she's a problem now, but she's going to be like one of the best in the WNBA problem once she figures that out. See, Caitlin Clark already has the offensive side of this whole thing down packed pretty much. She's already been a pretty good passer and a damn good shooter. So she has that aspect of it down. So, that's what I like. That's what I'm saying right now in the WNBA. So I think it's pretty much going to come down to whichever team probably has the most wins, higher seed. That's probably who's going to get Rookie of the Year.
My correction, it was 15 consecutive games. Don't want to slight her, and she had 8 points and 16 rebounds, so she only was 2 points shy of extending the streak. But she was only 3 for 13 from the floor. And through the first 23 games of her career, Angel Reese with 276 rebounds has ousted Yolanda Griffin in 99 for most rebounds through 23 games, and Tina Charles in 2010 had 271. So most rebounds through 23 games, and Angel Reese getting it done.
Yeah, she's doing the thing, man. I think we spoke about this last week. Yeah, the Dodo streak came to an end, but she's playing extremely great basketball. So hats off to her. She'll definitely still be in the MVP race. But Caitlin Clark, man, from get-go, she struggled. She struggled with it. Her team struggled. They were 1-8, I believe, to start the season off. And then slowly but surely, she found her footing. She bonded with her teammates, and now they trust her more. She was turning over the ball like crazy to begin the season as well. And now it seems like she's making every move. Byron, you need to stop. Stop it, Byron.
That's for you, Rod. That's for you, brother.
Yes. Hopefully, we're gonna call it BBL Reese. That's what you're gonna call it, BBL Reese. But no, let me stop. But let me stop.
Finish him, Daddy.
But yes, Caitlin Clark is definitely doing a thing right now. She's elevating her squad, elevating her team, playing extremely well, shooting the ball extremely well. It wouldn't surprise me if they just flat out give her the Rookie of the Year. But Angel Reese, like I said, she continues to do her thing too. She does got to get a better outside game. She has to get a better jump shot. She granted she gets rebounds. She gets a lot of putbacks, and she does her thing as well. But she got to add a little bit more. She has to add more to her game. I think Caitlin Clark has everything. I think she has great defense abilities. I think of course, our offense is crazy. She got to stop shooting those, long threes all the time. She got to get some twos in there as well. She got to improve too. But yeah, man, they're both doing their thing. They're both growing, and I'm loving every minute of it. I'm glad that Caitlin is definitely starting to show up now, because a lot of people they doubted her the first half of the season. They're quiet. Those doubters are quiet now. They're like, oh no, she can play in the WNBA. Yeah, yes, she can play. We all knew that. We all knew she could play. Yeah, they were roughing her up a little bit, but there's a lot of put some respect on Caitlin Clark's name. Put some respect on her name. She's doing a damn thing in the WNBA, and it's only going to get better from here.
Look how she's lapping the field with assists, 194. Second is 177. That's leading the WNBA in assists. So she's getting them. She's getting it done. She's definitely getting it done. Was trying to see what else was. Yeah, she had first player to ever have 25, 10 assists, 5 rebounds, 5 steals, and 5 threes in a game as well. So she just getting it done. And the attendance, I wanted to touch on that. a combined attendance of 409,217, a new single season WNBA record. And we're not even at the All-Star break yet. So she's box office. She's a draw. So, yeah, we'll see. As you see her just making people fall, she had people, on their knees like they praying. So, she's definitely doing her thing. And we'll keep track of that with Caitlin Clark and Angel Reese for the WNBA. Quick NBA note I want to get to. Jalen Brunson got paid, agrees to a 4-year, $156.5 million deal, but gives the Knicks $113 million break in salary for them to have some flexibility. The Knicks obviously traded for Mikal Bridges. They got OG Anunoby back. They got Josh Hart still got Dante DiVincenzo. They did lose Isaiah Hartenstein, but Julius Randle should be back. Raj, what do you think about this move? And it also allows Brunson to have an early opt-out where he can then have a chance for a supermax later down the line while he's still 31. What do you think about this move, Raj? And are the Knicks legit contenders? And they may not be done. Maybe they could add some more pieces over the next year or two.
I think they're legit contenders, man. James Dolan is somewhat waking up to be a pretty good owner. I mean, granted, he always treated his players well. It's just when he ran the New York Knicks, he ran them to the damn ground, especially trading Carmelo Anthony 10 years ago. Or was it 12 years ago? And traded all those up-and-coming pretty good players for him, and it was downhill from there. But yeah, man, Jalen Brunson, taking the money now instead of taking it next year, I think is a smart move, only because one, all it takes is one injury. All it takes is one injury. We've seen it with Isaiah Thomas a couple of years back when he was with the Celtics. He was having an MVP type of year, I think for 2 seasons, and all of a sudden he's supposed to get paid. Something happened to his leg, and then something happened to his contract after that as well. He never was the same player again, and he never got paid at all for his, contributions to Boston. So I think, and I'm not saying he's not as Jalen Brunson is not as small as Isaiah Thomas was, but I'm just saying in the injury aspect that he took the money now. He took the money. He guaranteed himself game-changing money right now. So we don't know what he's going to play like 4 years from now or 5 years from now, but he got it. He got the money now. So I'm happy for him in that aspect. I'm happy for the New York Knicks too, because they do get it. They do get a chance to go out there and find another piece or two, maybe some complementary players, for that squad to help them get over the hump. So, yeah, I think it's a win-win all the way around. Granted, I know he left $113 million on a chopping block. I get it, but I guarantee you this: he's going to make it up in other ways. He's in the city of New York. I mean, we just saw this man, him in at a WWE event. We saw him in Pacers. What's his name?
Halliburton.
We seen him and Halliburton, facing off against each other at a WWE event. It was box office. You know what I'm saying? They was in New York. People were behind Jalen Brunson. They love him. He's going to have all kinds of opportunities to have endorsement deals and whatever he wants in New York, especially if he brings them a chip in the next couple years or so. So I think it's a great move. He's not going to lose any money over it. Hopefully he stays healthy, of course. And I just think that right now the sky's the limit for the New York Knicks. They're making all the right moves right now, and this is great. This is some great stuff. And this is the clip that I was talking about.
We know about Logan Paul. This man can multitask like no. Oh, wait a minute, Wayne. We might need to get some security out here again. Help bring the NYPD back. Halliburton and Brunson with a stare down.
Yes. So, yeah, man, great move for the New York Knicks. Great move for the Knicks. Let's see what they do with it. That money that he left behind, but they'll be fine.
Go ahead, Cravante, as I play more WWE clips for you to look at.
Don't play too much now. We might get copyrighted. Now the E, you know how the E is.
Oh joy.
This is a brother that wants to win. I think he's tasted a little bit of success, and he wants that to continue. It's very commendable him leaving all that good money on the table, but you can tell this brother and Byron, like you said, he has an opportunity to get more money down the line. And I'm sure he knew and understood that. So he's gonna take his money, get his guaranteed money, get that financial security, and still be able to help his team move forward, because he sees they're not that far away. You know what I'm saying? They are contending in the East. I still think it's Boston, but the Knicks are there. The Knicks will be competing in the future, and this is a great deal. Wow, he's in the ring. Oh wow, oh he got a chair. Oh wow, he's showing how to. This is wild, but this is a great move for him. Like you said, Raj, he's finding ways to be relevant and get that bag elsewhere. But this is a brother that wants to win. And as a leader, this is a good sign going into the season and moving forward to the future, that I think his teammates will appreciate him for this and really follow him as a leader of this team, and give something for New York to be proud of, because the Knicks have been in the dumps for quite some time, and it looks like they're finally out of it. So it's really commendable that he left all that money on the table, but it's for a purpose. And again, if he plays the way he's been playing, that money is going to come right back to him. But it's definitely he's definitely about getting his team better and beating Boston at this point.
Let us know how you feel about the Jalen Brunson deal, and are the Knicks for real? Real quick, we do have the All-Star Game this week, fellas, and we're at the past the midway point of the Major League Baseball season. Raj, do you care about the All-Star Game? And we did have the Home Run Derby tonight as well, as Teoscar Hernandez from the Dodgers defeats Bobby Witt Jr. in the finale.
Well, to answer your questions, no and no. I don't care about the All-Star break. I don't care about the Home Run Derby. To me, that I ain't gonna say that they're not. People want to watch. People are going to watch. People, pretty sure people watched the Home Run Derby tonight. People are gonna watch the All-Star Game tomorrow. But I'm just not a big fan, of the All-Star Game, the baseball All-Star Game. But to be honest with you, it's probably one of the most purest games that an All-Star Game is. The NFL is terrible. Their All-Star Game is terrible. They don't even have one anymore. And the NBA, when I did a whole rant on it when we watched it, and I told you how terrible that thing was. So this is probably the best All-Star Game that sports has, is the MLB All-Star Game. One, because they play like it's an actual regular game. They don't do anything. They don't try to jazz it up. They don't try to, do this, that, and the third. They just play it like it's a regular game. So will I be watching? No. I mean, I'm pretty sure Byron, you'll probably be watching. Cravante, you might take a peek here and there, but
I will watch it before bed.
Yes, I'm pretty sure you have to see some of the Orioles players, like Gunnar Henderson, and who else is in there from the
Burns.
Bradley Rutschman, yes. Corbin Burns is starting.
He's starting. Yes. He's starting pitching.
Yes. So you'll see some of those great guys, and you'll see some of those great Yankees out there, and a lot of other All-Stars. They'll jazz it up real nice.
Patrick Mahomes is watching.
Shine it up real nice. You know what I'm saying? You can turn it sideways and stick it straight up Patrick Mahomes' ass. That's what you can do. Wow. Right up his ass.
Finish him, Daddy.
Yeah. But anyway, like I said before, man. I won't be watching that All-Star game, but I'm pretty sure it's going to be a fantastic game. I'm not knocking it at all. I'm not knocking the game at all. It's going to be a fantastic game, but it just isn't for me.
Wow, we had 3 straight Dominicans win the Home Run Derby, and Teoscar Hernandez first Dodger to win it. Cravante.
The All-Star game being during the week is kind of blah. It is at a prime time hour, but it's not necessarily a prime time day. Tuesday, we midway through the beginning portion of the week. I don't think that's a great day for viewership, but oh boy, just saying his ear. Ah, gosh. Sheesh. Oh my gosh. That's crazy. So I probably won't be watching, but I'll have my notifications on. I'll have my updates and all that. Big ups to Corbin Burns being the starting pitcher for the AL for the AL side. That's big time. So yeah, I'll have my notifications on. I probably won't be able to watch it, but I definitely will have my notifications on and try to keep up with it. At least that way. Not really big on the home run derby. Never really been into it. But Raj hit the nail on the head. This is probably not even probably. This is the purest All-Star game. You gonna get the same thing every time, every single time. Because if I'm not mistaken, the winner it will have home field advantage for the World Series. Is that still a thing?
Not anymore. No, not anymore.
They took that out. But you didn't need it anyway. You didn't need it anyway.
I think you get paid though. But the winner of the home run derby gets $1 million though.
Because that's what they need, Byron. More money.
Yeah, the winner of the home run derby gets $1 million. I know that. So he won $1 million tonight.
That's what's up. That's what's up. Yeah, but yeah, you're right. You really didn't need it, but it's still very competitive. Like the competitive nature in baseball doesn't go up or down. I think it's always going to be what it is, and everybody's trying to win. We know the NBA it could be a little lax. We used to be for 3 quarters. Now it's feel like the whole game is lax. But for football was great back when they cared about it, but they don't anymore. And they turned the All-Star their All-Star festivities, the Pro Bowl, into different events. So it is what it is. So that's pretty much that. But I'll be keeping tabs on it.
We shall see. Before we get to Goofy's Raj, I know you wanted to touch on it. Today we did have the release of college football, EA Sports College Football 25, and Madden is on the way as well. And we got the cover athlete. We got Jason Tatum, Vince Carter, and Asia Wilson for 2K25 coming in September. How you feeling, man?
Yes. NCAA 25, played it for a little bit. I'll be honest with you, I've played NCAA games in the past, but not in depth. Maybe like over a friend's house, over my cousin's house when he had the games way back in the day. But just going through some of the stuff that's on the game so far, bro, those rosters are like, I was like, God damn, this is a lot of teams. a lot of these players, I don't even know who they are. You know what I'm saying? But I mean, it's a good way if you pretty much are coming up, and you're probably don't know too much about college football. You can pretty much study the game, study the players that are in the game, study some of the attributes, some of that stats, study the top 100 that they got ranked in the game, according to ESPN rankings as well. Pretty much they're going to tell you like who's going to be in the draft next year. Who's coming out, who's probably gonna have a fantastic season, and so forth and so much. But the game itself is pretty good, man. It's pretty cool. It's a little different from Madden. It's a lot faster. The crowd is a lot louder, and then Madden is a lot louder. Still, the graphics is still pretty good as well. But yeah, man, it's I'm glad college football is back. As far as the video game, I'm glad it's back. I'm glad the kids are getting paid something. Arch Manning is in the game. At first he opted out, but now he's in the game. So that's cool to see. Pretty much a lot of players that are, I think it's over 11,000 players that are in the game. So I checked out the Maryland roster. They do got some good people on the Maryland roster. They're not completely terrible, Byron. So that's also a good thing. But yeah, man, I got stop it. I gotta dabble with it a little bit more and see how the dynasty mode is, see how Road to Glory is. I'm gonna probably have another update for you about that. But as far as NBA 2K25 with Vince Carter, Aja Wilson, and Jason Tatum on the covers of different covers of the game, I think that's pretty cool. Vince Carter, I think, is getting inducted into the Hall of Fame, I believe, this year. So I think that's why he's the Hall of Fame edition of the game. Jason Tatum just won a championship. So that's why I'm guessing that's probably why he's the cover athlete. Aja Wilson has been dominating, for a minute now, and I think she's well deserving of being a cover athlete of 2K. So I'm glad that she's getting the shine that she deserves, especially on the WNBA and on ESPN's coverage that she's doing the thing right now. So always a good thing. Madden, like I said, it comes out next week, so there's really no updates about that. Except I think the ratings, not the player ratings, I believe come out maybe not next week, but the week after that. I think we get like who's the 99 overall rating, those players, and of course we're starting to see like some of the players that are Hall of Fame bound. I think Julius Peppers is one. I think he got his gold jacket through the mail. We've seen that video, and as of course, we're going to see some other ones because we got to get.
I think Devin Hester as well.
Devin Hester. Oh, Devin Hester did. Okay.
I think so.
We'll be seeing, it'll be the Hall of Fame game pretty soon. So by the time that comes, that's around, we'll see pretty much more coverage on the video game, more coverage on who's rated what, rated whatever, and it will be pretty much full on go with Madden, full on go with the NFL season. And then as soon as the NFL season starts, then you'll have more information on 2K25 and the gameplay and all this other type of stuff. So good stuff, man. Good stuff coming. As always this time of the year, but it's been an 11-year layoff for college football 25. But since when that 4 o'clock hit, you can see the kids going crazy. They're like, yeah, the game is out, the game is here. So it's pretty cool, man. It's pretty cool.
We'll definitely keep tabs on that. Maybe we can get Raj playing it on the YouTube. Maybe get Raj doing some gaming, man. Watch him, get mad at the computer when they pick him off. And, thought the guy was
bro, they brutal. That game is worse than Madden. On Heisman, brutal.
I can imagine. Cravante, you ready to get goofy, brother?
Let's do it.
It's time for Cravante's Goofies of the week.
Oh, gosh, something wrong here.
Well, now that's goofy. Jam. Oh, jam. Stupid. Just stupid.
Man, it's so much going on. It's so much going on in the world of sports and entertainment. Let's say that in the world of entertainment. Welcome to Goofies of the Week, sponsored by the Flex Zone. Appreciate you guys for giving me a little bit of time to let me tell the good people what I thought was goofy this week. I have one major one that I just want to talk about, that the Black Twitter, regular Twitter, X, whatever we want to call it, has been on fire pretty much the past 2 days plus. And It's about Donald. It's about the Donald Trump incident and the assassination attempt. Y'all know what I did with goofiness. I did with all levels of goofiness, the high levels, the low levels, the medium levels. But it's all goofy for sure. Absolutely all goofy for sure. And I point things out, I talk about it, have a little fun with it. We get serious from time to time, but for the most part, it's all fun and games. But this is one that's not really too much fun, and there's not too many games that should be played right now. And I just want to talk about politics real quick. Now, this is not a topic I talk about a lot. Like I tell anybody that will listen, I usually stay away from politics and religion because those are two topics that people hold really close to their chest and can even wear it on their sleeve, literally and figuratively. And those you shouldn't get into it with folks that feel that deeply about it. And so it's hard to tell up front. So I just kind of stay away from it altogether. But I just want to talk about the goofiness of politics, where we are. Like I was telling Raj and Byron earlier, man, we're not the dump. This is the landfill where the country pretty much is now. But how do we get here? So once upon a time, and it's crazy because it wasn't that long ago, but once upon a time, politics, the senators, Congress, they took things very seriously. Supreme Court, the three branches of government: legislative, executive, judicial. They all were very serious things, even down to when we learned about it in school. This was a very serious thing. It's a very serious process, especially with like checks and balances and separation of power and all that. And it seems like as we got older, they got further and further away from the seriousness of politics and being leaders in the community and being leaders of the free world. It's gotten very, very goofy over the years. And we had I think when I started noticing it, and y'all could chime in, let me know when y'all started to notice it. But I started to notice it around Bush. George W. Bush. I started noticing the goofiness around that. That politics are slowly turning, and it's a joke now. It's becoming laughable. Not a joke yet, but it's becoming laughable. To when a guy threw both shoes at George Bush, he laughed it off. J. Cole has a couple audio clips of George Bush saying some very, very goofy things related to a horse. Fooling himself and just a bunch of goofiness. That's around the time where I started like, these guys are kind of funny. And then we get to Obama, and it's like, yes, the politics are turning for the better, or at least so it seemed like it was turning for the better. And he got voted twice, back to back, 8 years. What a wonderful 8 years of seeing a man of African American descent, of African descent, run the free world. This was amazing. And then it's like politics just went down to the dumps. It started going down after that. Because after Obama, the 44th president, we went to the 45th president, who was not only he's not a politician, he was a reality TV star. And that's it. Once we put a reality TV star as the leader of the free world, that's when it's like, all right, this is a joke. This is now this is a joke, because why is he communicating with us through Twitter? Why? Every day it's something. Like I said, some of the most entertaining times as a politician was when Trump was in office. For sure. Every day it was something. He did something, he wrote something, he signed something. Something was going on with Trump. Something was going on. And it was laughable. Like from the Stephen Colbert show, SNL, just YouTube, anywhere on social media, they gave a lot of material, a whole lot of material, a lot of great material from Donald Trump. But we got away from the seriousness of politics. We're talking about the free world. We're talking about running a country, and as a country, we are a very prominent figure in the world, and we look goofy for his entire term. We looked goofy. We absolutely did. And then the ending, we all remember the ending, January 6th, never forget it. Had them white people acting crazy. Then Biden got up in there, and Biden aged terribly. Aged absolutely terribly. He aged like bread and bananas. That's how Joe Biden aged. And it was funny, because it was like, oh, he's riding a bike. Oh no, he fell. Oh snap. He's in the 70s. What are we doing? Why? He's forgetting his speech mid-speech. He's having brain farts. He keeps falling. Like, what are we talking about? What are we talking about? He's old. Dementia might be setting in. A lot of old ailments are setting in, and I'm not sure if he's fit to run the free world anymore. Does that mean I want Trump running the free world? No. No. We talk about the lesser two evils, and that's where we are now. That's where we are. We're not talking about the best candidate. We're talking about the lesser of two evils. And that's a bad spot for somebody who's leading the free world to be in. And then we got this Project 2025 mess where we are setting the country back to a time where Black people wasn't as free. It's not that doesn't sound good. The document is over 900 pages, and it's a lot of goofiness in Project 2025, but it aligns right with Trump. It's very, very scary times, very, very goofy times in politics. We have a convicted felon that's probably going to win the election in November. Convicted felons aren't even allowed to vote in this country, but they could run for president. Apparently, I'm just saying what I see. Our felons come home, they don't have no say so, and I think that's slowly changing. But generally speaking, they're not allowed to vote. We look very weak, very vulnerable. Oh, there we go. Very weak and very vulnerable right now. Couldn't agree more. Could not agree more. But this is where we are. And this is what happens where we let the reins loose a little bit. This is how we let it loose a little bit, and we lose control. And guys like Donald Trump get into office, and now have an opportunity to get into office twice. Do you guys realize that he's a lot of firsts? He's a whole lot of firsts. A whole lot of firsts. And he's going to be second in a crazy category in being the president of the United States 2 separate non-consecutive times. This is where we are, guys. And I try to smile and joke, laugh to keep from crying, but we are in bad shape, y'all. We are in really, really bad shape. And a lot of what's going on, all of this is unconstitutional. This is all unconstitutional. And that's what we're supposed to live by. And we are not. So what is the Constitution then? Just a written piece of paper. I mean, just a piece of paper written on by a bunch of old dead guys. That's all it is, because nobody's following it. Nobody's following it. Trump is about to come in here and try to be a dictator. And unfortunately, I think the people are going to let him. The people that really have a say-so in this are going to let him. And that's the scary part. Very, very goofy part, but also a very, very scary part. But that's my rant. There's a thin line between goofy and great. And apparently there's a thin line between the convicted felon and the presidency. But those people that's in charge of all this are on the wrong end of it. And I think we're all going to be on the wrong end of it. We got to do better. Absolutely better.
Oh, gosh. Something wrong here.
Well, now that's goofy. Jam. Oh, jam.
Right.
Stupid. Just stupid.
Thank you for that goofy of the week, Cravante. As we get ready to get out of here, Big Raj.
Yes.
What can the people expect as we head into episode 450 next week here on the podcast? And what can they expect this week as we have a big AEW Dynamite 250?
Oh, yeah, Dynamite 250. Should be very interesting to see what they do. The last two Dynamites have been pretty good, so hopefully they can streak going into Dynamite this Wednesday. So check out the stream. We'll have an AEW Dynamite. Not sure what's going to happen other than that, besides the show next Monday, but I'm pretty sure some more goofiness will happen. So we'll probably have more updates for you. But I just want to say that I know Monte is very worried about Project 2025. I got to see more from that first. I mean, I've read about it a little bit, so I'm not going to say I'm an expert on stuff that's in it, but I mean, we'll see what happens with that over time. They can go either both ways, either way. They can go with Biden or Trump. So we shall see. But also, I want to say, rest in peace to a couple other people that died over the weekend. Sharon Doherty from Charmed and 90210, she passed away. Our boy Richard Simmons, man. If we were kids and you was born in that era, in the 90s, you remember seeing Richard Simmons doing the workout videos, and he was all over the television screen and movies and stuff. He was in The Nutty Professor. Such a fun guy, such a hilarious dude, positive guy. He passed away as well. And there was another lady that passed away. Duvall, Shelley Duvall, I believe. She was in The Shining and Popeye. She played Olive Oil in Popeye, and she, of course, was, the love interest of Jack Nicholson when he was saying, "Here's Johnny," in that epic movie. So yeah, and I think another lady died as well. I think her name was Ruth, Mrs. Ruth or something. I can't think of it off the top of my head, but a lot of people died over the weekend is what I'm trying to say. So rest in peace to all those people. Rest in peace to Jacoby Jones, Ravens wide receiver. Great person. Yeah, man, it was a lot. It was a lot that happened, a whole lot. So I just want to give those people their just due as well, because we didn't cover them earlier. So that's pretty much it.
Richard Simmons. It's interesting. Richard Simmons and Jacoby Jones died around their birthdays.
Yeah.
This is also kind of interesting as well.
Cravante, episode 450 next week. 450 episodes.
I lost count, man. You guys get this is the only way I keep up with it is if y'all count is if we count it like this. I just know we've been doing this for a while. That's all I know. And we try to do a little something with the milestones and all that. But yeah, I'm definitely excited. Gotta get into some more football. WNBA will be getting close. Will it be All-Star by that time?
I think it will be. Yeah, it will be. It will be the going into the All-Star game, I think. Yeah, I think it's coming up.
So that'll be fun. And of course, football is always in the news. Football is literally always in the news. So we'll definitely get
it's the 20th. It's this week. Yep, it's this Saturday, the All-Star game.
Yeah, that's gonna be fun. That's gonna be fun to watch.
8:30 p.m. So if you got looking for something to do this weekend, got the WNBA All-Star game on at 8:30 p.m. I believe on what network is it on? Is it on ESPN? I think it's on ABC. I think it's on ABC.
I think it's on
Yeah.
ABC too.
Yes. But make sure you guys subscribe if you haven't already. Hit that thumbs up, hit that like button. Let YouTube know you like this video, you like the Flex Zone podcast, you like what we do, and you want others to see it. It shares our content with others and lets YouTube know you want to see more like it as well. Wednesday we'll be live for AEW Dynamite episode 250. MJF, Will Ospreay, Swerve, Okada. Need I say more? Should be interesting on Wednesday to see what they do as they build towards Blood and Guts next week. So next couple of weeks of Dynamite, very big as we head towards All In. Big shout out again to Drizzy Dre, one of the co-patriarchs. Happy birthday to you, my brother. I know we'll talk a little bit later.
Indeed.
Theme producer, Captain of the Goofy Ship, Cravante, Bebe. Social media producer, Big Raj, the Meat Man. Yours truly, God's favorite host, associate producer. Signing off, Flex on One, Twitter, Instagram, Flex on Podcast on TikTok. And hit that Cash App, get those super chats in, and vote on the poll if you haven't already. Make sure you vote on the poll. Let us know what you're looking forward to with the dog days. We'll have more content on the channel. Hit the bell. And as always, we'll put the kids to bed. It's the only place giving you sports how you want to, fellas.
When you need it.
It's the Flex Zone Podcast, only place giving you sports how you want to when you need it. Have a good night, everybody. Thank you for watching. We'll see you next week for episode 450 as we get you through the dog days of sports. Have a good night. Thank you for watching.
Acknowledge me.